Do you notice the world falling apart? Are you tired of the lies and deception? If so, then welcome to my channel, where we expose the lies and uncover the truth, helping you get ready for what's coming in the world and helping you get prepared now. Welcome to All Day, Everyday Preparedness. The United States of America is one of the richest countries in the world, yet it's facing severe problems, especially with its infrastructure. From collapsing bridges to pothole-filled roads, the country's infrastructure is deteriorating at an alarming rate. According to the American Society of Civil Engineers, the United States needs to invest trillions of dollars in the next few decades to fix the crumbling infrastructure. The lack of investment in infrastructure has led to a ripple effect on society, causing numerous issues such as homelessness. The rising homeless problem in America is not only a result of economic struggles, but it's also due to the lack of affordable housing, mental health issues, and problems such as addiction. According to the National Alliance to End Homelessness, there were over 567,000 people here in America experiencing homelessness on any given night. Many believe these numbers are actually severely underestimated. The homeless problem is not just limited to major cities, but also small towns and rural areas spread out across America. The lack of affordable housing, as you know, has left many people with no option but to live on the streets or live in their cars. It's heartbreaking to see families with children living in such conditions, and it's a clear indication that something needs to be done. Now, if we ignore this problem, which is one of many problems the country faces, this country is in danger of collapse. The homeless problem is also having a significant impact on our economy, as it's causing a rise in crime, drug abuse, and mental health issues. Now, many of these individuals lack access to health care, which makes their situation even worse. Now, it's important to remember that homelessness is not just a problem for the homeless, but also for the entire community. But more importantly, I place the main burden of responsibility with the government. Now, whether that's the federal, the state, or the local, they should bear the brunt of this responsibility. Moreover, numerous cities in America are facing issues such as decay, crime, and poverty. Many cities that were once booming, like Detroit, Baltimore, and Cleveland, are just a few examples of cities that are now struggling. Now, here you will find overgrown shrubbery taking over entire streets and neighborhoods. To be honest, it reminds me something straight out of The Walking Dead. These cities have seen a decline in their economy, which has resulted in high crime rates, a rise in poverty, and a lack of investment in infrastructure. Many people left when these high-paying jobs left the area, and many more are following suit. But just the same, others are stuck there because there's little or no job opportunities available. These cities, in fact, are dying. Make no mistake about it, these places are all on life support. And it's not just the once thriving cities that are in jeopardy. Small towns once connected to the railway or to the steel industry or some other type of industry are also in trouble as well. These small towns, like in Indiana, Missouri, Ohio, West Virginia, and others are in very bad shape. Now, if you blindfolded me and dropped me off right in the middle of one of these towns, I would think for a moment that I'm back patrolling the streets of Iraq or some third world country. You see, the government, especially these city or town governments, they failed the people. But more importantly, our federal government has failed us Americans. You see, you work hard for what you have. You work hard to pay your rent. You work hard to pay your mortgage. But then they collect property taxes. And now these places look like a bomb was dropped right in the middle of the town or right in the middle of the city. And if I lived in one of those places, I would be upset because the roads, the bridges, the sidewalks are all crumbling around us. But I'd like to know where my tax dollars have gone, especially if I still have to pay those and I'm living in almost third world conditions. America, guys, is sad to say, but it's on the decline. It is on life support. These are the beginning of sorrows. And we can see that if we take a look. Now, in my particular town and area where I live right now, it doesn't have a lot of that. And maybe where you live, you don't see a lot of these problems either, whether it's the crime or the poverty or the homelessness or crumbling infrastructure. But guys, there's so many cities, there's so many towns that look like this all throughout the country. And again, our government has failed us with these things. We're paying all these taxes. So where is the money going? Because it's certainly not going to fix our roads, fix our bridges, even something as simple as cutting down some overgrown weeds in a neighborhood. The government, I say again, has failed us, the American people. The United States of America is facing some severe problems, guys, with its infrastructure, with crime, with poverty, with unemployment, And it's unfortunate to say, but it's the truth. It's not going to get any better. Now, with the emergence of AI and more newer technology, a lot of America's workforce is about to be forced out of work here in just a few years, if not sooner. You see, the writing is on the wall. The government does not care about us, because if they did, they would have done something about these problems years ago. But now they're starting to compound and compound and compound. The government does not care about us. They're slowly butchering the American way of life, and soon no one will even recognize the so-called American dream anymore. They want to make things so bad for us that we will give up almost everything for just a simple loaf of bread. And you mark my words, guys, in this coming future, this coming one world system that's coming, it'll be about that bad, to where someone will give up all their rights, all their freedoms for a simple loaf of bread. And it is coming, guys, believe me. This one world system is inching closer and closer to becoming a reality. And with our government on a collision course to potentially default on its debt, the American dream has quickly become the American nightmare. Now, these are some praying times, guys, and these are some times that we need to be getting prepared for. And to learn more about this coming one world system, I want you to check out some of these videos right here. Now, if you're a subscriber to the channel, they should pop up at the end of this video. If not, I'll leave them in the link of this video in the description. But make sure that you like this video, guys, that you share this video, and subscribe to the channel. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Continue to prepare, and as always, be blessed.